mum misses him so much, but she can't see him unless it's a picture.
It's deep in the words. I can't be dancing to that.
If you get stuffed up and die.
Yanko, aka Dylan Creffield Foster, who jailed for 3 years for his involvement in a county lands operation. The rapper traveled 300 miles to attack ex in her Newcastle home. You're probably thinking, nigga, what? Just to end this story has, I don't know if we should call this a happy ending. So who is the UK drill rapper that traveled 300 miles up to Newcastle to beat on his girl, who is involved in £200,000 worth of county lands activities, and who is without a doubt one of the most talented and probably the most lyrical drill rapper in the UK? We'll keep watching the video to find out, guys. Give the video a like. So Yanko's first ever song was called Anyone Can Go, and it was uploaded on Northside Newham YouTube channel, BWC Empire.
We ain't seen you bang them. Show me your up, I'll crash it.
And what makes this more impressive, I'm not 100% sure. I think Yanko was 17 or 18 when he made this song, but crazy drill song, crazy. And the views speak for itself. 3.1 million views on just this channel, you know? That's pretty much just CB's YouTube channel. But where I started really paying attention to Yanko was when he dropped his Lightwork freestyle with young CB. Because you guys remember CB's reputation was just, I mean, CB still has that reputation. And I heard of young CB and I was taking in young CB. And young CB started collaborating with Yanko, and then I started taking them both in. I remember these when they came out. The ops don't come, they know it's a slip. But that brother at Dixie. And 3.7 million views 5 years ago, and these men were like 17, 18 years old. The music speaks for itself. The music is crazy. And look at the comments. I even liked these comments back in the day. I swear Yanko sounds like an intelligent youth, the way he pronounces words so cleanly. He's very articulate. He's really good at articulating himself in his song. Lyrically, he's one of the hardest in the UK, I think. Because of how restricted you are on drill beats, the fact that Yanko's able to come with wordplay like this, I think he's one of the most lyrical rappers in the UK. That might be a controversial one because it's drill. Drill restricts you so much. For him to come up with wordplay and bars like this, when he's restricted like that, I really personally think he's one of the most lyrically talented rappers in the UK. Like, I'm talking up there with Dave, bro. That's what I'm talking about. People will call me crazy, but think about it. And we got this one that's a classic. I love it. Any of them, I spill it. I love it when pagan juice is spilling. And it's like them man don't know how to bill it. I listen, back in the day, this went off. 3.3 million views. Like, Yanko was doing this thing. But then things took a turn for the worst. Yanko ended up getting arrested for his involvement in a county lands operation. Yanko, aka Dylan Creffield Foster, who we can see on the right here, a younger version of Yanko, was jailed for 3 years while he was sentenced to 3 years in prison. For his involvement in a county lands operation, allegedly he was a transporter. He acted as a courier, as we can see down here. And he was involved in moving crack and heroin to Birmingham, or through Birmingham to a place called Hereford, which I don't know where that is. All I know is Hereford Road in Westbourne Grove. That's it. Here it says Creffield Foster was jailed for 3 years on top of a 3-year sentence he's already serving for a firearms offense in London. Yanko went missing for a while. Yanko, you know, he was sentenced, but he did good with keeping his name relevant because I think they got someone else to act like him in music videos. I think he recorded quite a bit of music before he went in, and they even did animated videos. So he was still releasing music here and there while he was in jail, but there was about a year where I think he wasn't dropping anything. And Yanko was fresh home, and now I don't know if I'm gonna show all of the fresh home videos. Yanko's one of them guys that's just in and out, in and out, in and out. Like, you know, he's one of them ones, probably worse than Digga D, like for going back into prison and out of prison. So we might not even keep track of all the times. But he came home because of how talented Yanko is. Everybody was actually gassed. Like, the reception was good. Everybody was just waiting for Yanko to drop something. And then, guys, he delivered. Shout out Fumes. It was only right he came and did a plugged in when he got released. And this plugged in my opinion, is probably the best plugged in we've ever had. Like, this was one of the only plugged-ins that I actually stayed up for. Like, I was eagerly waiting because I hadn't got any new music from Yanko in a while, and I was a fan of his music, you know? So I was waiting for this. He over-delivered, bro. And he wasn't even pregnant. Like, we were expecting a golden child, but he gave us quadruplets, bruv. You know, my man delivered. Now, some say, I think this is one of the best plugged-ins. In comparison, I think 7-side plugged-in is one of the best as well, one of the most underrated. My favorites. Disappointing that them lot can't make music anymore. Like, 7-side, you lot, like, I'd just be rinsing their unreleased music, bro. We've been waiting years for this.
That nigga ain't spilled no juice, no, his Rambo's dehydrated. Think his fuck
That I find been so entertaining. Come get no more.
First gate is the hood that
Fumes had the reactions perfect for this one as well. So yeah, Yanko came fresh home with that plugged in. It's currently sitting on 10 million views. God damn, 10 million views. And it's sitting on 18 million Spotify streams also. And that brings us perfectly onto this freestyle that he dropped 2 months after in October.
I'm really trying to X-Men off if I step with metal in my hand like Logan.
And if I remember correctly, this freestyle is what gave Yanko the presence on TikTok. I think this is what gave him his reputation on TikTok, because I think this freestyle went crazy viral on TikTok. We're not going to go on TikTok and check because I just really don't want to even open that disease on my computer. Yeah, so at this point in time, Yanko's come fresh home and he's killing it with the music thing. All he needed to do was keep freaking going, bro. Keep going. Like DJ Khaled said, brother, keep going. Like, you're talented, you'll just get better, you'll keep evolving your sound, brother, you can grow. But after that, he went silent again. After he had all the buzz, after he was in a prime position to take over, everything was in place for Yanko. He ended up back in jail. I can't confirm this 100%, but this is what I've heard. He ended up back in jail. And I think from jail, is where he released another freestyle with Joints.
Ahmed Joss still lives in my lungs. No one gets me high like Grinner. His mum misses him so much, but she can't see him unless it's a picture. Cause he got stabbed in his torso.
I'm just deep in the words. I can't be dancing to that.
If you get stabbed up and die, tell your dead friend that I said hi. I'm sitting in jail like, where's my freedom? It got taken like.
Now you guys must remember this. This freestyle went crazy on TikTok. If you remember, Yanko was chilling in his cell, came up with this bar, and little did he know that that bar was gonna make him a lot of money. That bar would be responsible for making him a lot of money. I believe this freestyle went viral on TikTok at the time. Boy, it went off. So they actually let Yanko out again after, I don't know why he went in prison for that other period of time, but they let him out again. And this time Yanko's freestyle was buzzing on TikTok. He had all the buzz. People waiting for him to come home. People know he's about that life. People were ready for Yanko. And you know how talented this man is. He, of course, delivered. He's not like all these others who will come home and they don't deliver. Yanko delivers because the guy is just that good. Like, he's that talented.
4-man in a Toyota, praying the police don't pre us. If you get stabbed up and die, tell your dead friend that said hi.
It's currently sitting on 6 million views on his own platform. And it's got 7.3 million streams on Spotify. And I believe Yanko's independent because I can't see anyone distributing for him. But yeah, after that, Yanko followed up with a song called Painting Pictures, or Painting a Picture. But this song actually ended up getting taken down. And this song did go a little bit viral on TikTok, but even if you're a hate watcher, leave a like on the video for the Christmas spirits, bro. Come on, just leave a like. I know you hate watch all the time, but just give me a like today. It's not showing the numbers, as you can see on the streams for it. The numbers are not going to be the best because they've taken it down because he was talking too crazy in the song. That's one thing his management needs to find a balance with. Like, yeah, talk your shit, talk whatever you need to talk, but don't talk so much that the song gets taken down, bro, or else you're not eating.
In his local shop, the shopkeeper just left him to die.
Like, come on, like, and he's and I have no doubt he's referencing something that really happened, bro. Like, you in the UK, you can't release that, bro. Then he dropped Life of a Rider.
I'm in a glide in a bang down tracky, cause I don't want to ruin the Burberry.
I don't want to ruin the Burberry. Now, you see this song didn't do as well, I think, because not as TikTok-y, but Yanko dropped a song that was called Flexing. I haven't heard Hunting's Fun.
My probation worker's a fucking bitch.
Wow, I made a song to this beat as well. So Yanko just took my beat. Okay. That's the first time I'm seeing this. Wow. Yanko just took my beat. Not that I was ever gonna return to music or drop music, but like, as artists, like, this is how you actually just find out, like, yo, my beat's actually gone. That's mad. Okay. Alright, hold on a minute.
Bro, sent them a message, it wasn't online, he delivered.
No! See, trying to ruin this song, bro. No! No, bruv. Do you remember what Big Shaq did to Let's Lurk, bro? See, trying to did that to Yanko, fam. No way! I knew I recognized that beat from... Nah, Yanko, you must have bought the beat, bro. I don't think he bought the beat. Oh my God.
I told you men I was gonna quit and you tried to get rid of me.
Yanko, if you bought that beat, brother, I will file the copyright claim for you for 20%. Get your money, man. Get your money, man. Now, in reality, though, if Yanko does own the beat, which I doubt, because C China's obviously got her team's like got lawyers in her, you know, like one of C China's managers is a lawyer who runs the Black Women in Law Association for the UK. So I highly doubt that they don't have the rights to use the beat. You know, I highly doubt it. But Yanko, if they are using the beat without your permission, brother, and you do own the beat, kindly message them and say, hey, I need 20% of everything this song has made, or else I'm going to take it down and you make nothing. And I need back pay as well. That's what I'll do, personally. But yeah, Yanko just stopped. Yanko just stopped dropping after this. Like, what happened to him in 2023? That was his last drop. Well, a new story came out. Rapper traveled 300 miles to attack ex in her Newcastle home after she dumped him. You're probably thinking, nigga, what? Like, what are you doing, brother? Yanko, Dylan, what gone, bro? Dylan Creffield turned up at the victim's home in Newcastle after a bitter split and subject her to terrifying violence and threats. Brother, woman who had believed he was still in Essex that day was warned she could be be shot or stabbed during the violence that followed. She was left bruised and in pain and slept in her car or a hotel before moving home because of what happened to her. Now Dylan has been jailed at Newcastle Crown Court. What the hell, brother? The court heard they had been in a relationship which ended in June last year. During a phone call on July 19th, the woman had made it extremely clear she wanted nothing more to do with him. Prosecutor Joe Proctor, man, rest in peace Proctor, told the court the complainant was in Newcastle and she had no reason to believe the defendant wasn't at home in the south. The complainant entered her flat and as she did, she smelled... Nah, bro, she's trying to say he smells, bro. Man said she smelt him and said, nah, he's in this flat, I can smell him. That's mad, bro. She closed the door and tried to run. At that stage, the defendant dragged her inside the property. She described him having her on the floor, strangling her. She screamed and kicked the floor to try and get help. Yanko. But this is what you expect, you know what I mean? His friends walked out of the bedroom and she continued to scream. The defendant and his friend covered her face and made some extremely violent and unpleasant threats. The defendant told his friend to stab her. This is not funny at all. She screamed and he threatened her, shut up or I'll stab you. The woman then said she needed to use the toilet and was eventually allowed, but when she locked the door and began to bang and scream for help, he opened it from the outside and choked her again. The defendant began to calm down. The complainant was saying she would get back with her in an attempt to get away from him. The defendant tried to kiss her and she pulled away. The woman was strangled again and this is freaking bad, Yanko. This is very bad, Yanko. This is terrible. The woman was strangled again and thrown on the floor while demanded to see her phone while she said, Yanko, bruv, what the fuck? The only way I can see a man doing this is if he's literally a psycho, which he obviously clearly is, you know? Remember, guys, Yanko is a gang member, a criminal who raps. Remember that. He's on the roads full time. He just raps because he's decent at it. I know Dylan and his friends are capable of serious violence. I'm paranoid and he'll return and I'm constantly looking over my shoulder and checking doors locked. I'll sleep in my car, used hotels. I wake whenever I hear a noise. Sentenced him to 27 months behind bars with a 5-year restraining order. The judge said the victim had made her feelings extremely clear during the telephone call that she wanted nothing more to do with him. Judge said Dylan is an intelligent young man and self-employed in the music industry but has made some very poor choices. It's clear you're involved in gang culture for a significant period of time and will have taken a toll upon you and how you view the world. And the judge, that is very fair. It's very fair, bro, because these guys, they don't know how to deal with rejection, disrespect. You know what I mean? Like, this is the problem with violent men. They take rejection as disrespect. Like, if a woman is rejecting you, just leave her alone. She don't want you, bruv. She don't want you, bruv. Like, he is remorseful for what he's done. Is he though? He had a difficult background, lacks maturity, but started to move away from negative peers. He's a budding artist and has been for many years. He goes by the street name Yanko. Well, I hope that's true. I hope that's just not bullshit your lawyers just said, which it most likely is. I have no doubt Yanko's had a troubled background, bro. It's in the eyes. It's in the eyes, bro. You can tell this guy's just, you know, been through a hell of a lot of shit. You know what I mean? And the area he's from is just absolutely crazy because I know a lot of people in the East. Yanko's apparently got beef with Forest Gate. And now because he's got beef with Forest Gate, he's got beef with Plasto guys. And bruv, but this gang nonsense, I don't even really care about it. You know what I mean? But it's just like, when it affects friendships, it's like, okay, are my friends beefing? Those are the questions I have to ask myself. Like, like genuinely, I'm just like, okay, so this is going on, that. So are my friends beefing each other? Can I invite both of them? You know what I mean? These are questions you have to ask yourself. It's just like, that's why this gang nonsense is just nonsense, bro. But anyway, that's Yanko. And guys, just to end this story has, I don't know if we should call this a happy ending or, you know, or just the fact that the system's broken, you know, but they released this man. They released him 10 days ago. This guy's been released from prison. Again, this man's walking on the streets. He's free. Shabana Mahmood released Yanko. Like, it doesn't give you much faith in the justice system, does it? You know what I mean? Especially for women, you know? But fam, I don't even know. But with what he did to the woman and that he was sentenced for, I don't hold Yanko to as high of a standard because I understand he's a kid who's had well, he's not a kid, he's the same age as me. But when he was a kid, he probably had a really fucked up upbringing. He's around terrible people. Gang members, if you've never been around gang members, they're the worst people ever, especially when you have a brain cell. They're the worst people ever to be around. Ignorant, terrible people, and they're crazy. And as I said, Yanko is a gang member before a drill rapper. Like, Yanko is a full-time gang member, full-time on the roads. If his management somehow convinces him to take the music thing seriously, put that to the side, with the situation where he traveled 300 miles to go and trouble that woman, a lot of people won't support him because of that, you know, because you're not viewed well for those things. I mean, if he can show he's actually changed, potentially, but the only reason he might be able to get away with that to his name is because we know this guy's, you know, heavily involved. Like, this is what they do. This is how they act. But anyway, guys, I don't know. What do you guys think of this situation with Yanko? Do you think he's one of the hardest in the UK? Do you think he's one of the most talented in the UK? Do you think he's going to turn his life around and make a career out of himself? Do you think he can even do that? Do you think he even has the potential to do that? I don't know. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, guys. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm literally about to go and meet the family right now. I'm about to go out Now, literally now. And also, guys, I've got an announcement for you. Next year, I'm going to be streaming for a minimum of 2 days a week. I'll let you know the exact dates when we get closer, but we're going to be doing streams. Hey, Chung Lee, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Don't celebrate Christmas, of course. You love to be different, don't you, Chung Lee? What do you think of Yanko, Chung Lee? I know he's tapped in it. I know. I know. But you don't think there's any chance for him, any hope? The guy's too tapped. Okay, well, Chung Lee, don't worry. I'm going to protect you. I'll make sure he doesn't find you. Leave a like on the video, guys. Thank you. Merry Christmas.